before God, what I need His forgiveness for, and I need His ongoing grace for, what I need other people in my life who are instruments of God to help me with. I have to know my weaknesses. What are yours? As I ask myself, what are mine? What is your weakness? It might be a temper. It might be a sharp tongue. It might be moodiness. It might be substance abuse. It might be pornography or a secret sexual life. It might be greed. Might be envy. Might be a host of things. But we got to know what we're dealing with to receive the forgiveness and reconciliation and grace that only the Lord can give. We're always in training. Well, that having been said, then why did Jesus choose us when there's so many other people He might have chosen? Well, why did He choose the 12 apostles? They all had their weaknesses, but He chose them. God has chosen us to be part of a family. We don't simply go to heaven all by ourselves. We go as a family. Somebody's taken us by the hand, we take someone else by the hand. For aren't we the hands and the feet and the heart and the voice of Jesus Christ in our world? For whatever reason, the Lord has chosen you and me. I came across this idea, and maybe it'll be helpful to you. There are many reasons why God shouldn't choose you or me, but don't worry, because Moses stuttered and David's armor didn't fit. John Mark was rejected by Paul, and Hosea's wife, she was a prostitute. The prophet Amos's only training was in the school of fig tree pruning. Solomon was too rich, Abraham was too old, David was too young. Timothy had ulcers, Peter was afraid of death, and Lazarus was dead. John was self-righteous, Naomi was a widow, Paul was a murderer, and so was Moses. Jonah ran from God, and Miriam was a gossip. Gideon and Thomas both doubted. Jeremiah was depressed and suicidal. Elijah was burned out. John the Baptist was a loudmouth. Martha was a worrywart, and Mary was lazy. Samson had long hair. Did I mention that Moses had a short fuse? So did Peter and Paul, and a host of others. God doesn't require a job interview. God doesn't hire and fire like most bosses, because with God, He's more our dad than He is our boss. With all of our weaknesses, the Lord has chosen us. As proof of His love while we were still sinners, Paul says, He sent His Son to die for us. And through Jesus Christ right now, we receive the grace of reconciliation. We know our weaknesses, we know our strengths, and it's important to put them both in the hands of Jesus Christ. On this Father's Day, we look at a lot of big things that our dads have done for us. But it's also important that we look at the little things that our dads and other people do for us as an inspiration for us to do those same things. Because oftentimes being faithful, consistent in the little things is as heroic as doing the big ones. One author penned it this way. These are verses that I like, and I hope you do too on this Father's Day. When you thought I wasn't looking, I saw you hang my first painting on the refrigerator, and I wanted to paint another one. When you thought I wasn't looking, I saw you feed a stray cat, and I thought that it was good to be kind to animals. When you thought I wasn't looking, I saw you make my favorite cake just for me, and I knew that little things are special things. When you thought I wasn't looking, I heard you say a prayer, and I believed there is a God that I could always talk to. When you thought I wasn't looking, I felt you kiss me goodnight, and I felt loved. Looking, I saw tears come from your eyes, and I learned that sometimes things hurt, but that it's all right to cry. When you thought I wasn't looking, I saw that you cared, and I wanted to be everything that I could be. When you thought I wasn't looking, I looked and wanted to say thanks for all the things I saw when you thought I wasn't looking.